Good afternoon and welcome to Ocean's Pit. Little show about big things. It's Monday, March 6th. We are already into March, folks. Spring is here. It's coming very soon. A little rainy, little gloomy day today, but I hope you guys are having great. Thank you for checking in on a beautiful Monday Ocean's Pit. Little shows about big things dedicated to the first responders, the firemen, all you guys out there, the first responders, the firemen, the policemen, the teachers, the farmers. You got to love them, especially people like you that watch the show. We're on Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, and coming to you to your home and 5 different social media outlets. We're here live on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page. We're on the Mo Carraro Facebook page. We're on LinkedIn. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. And we're also on the brand new Ocean's Pit Facebook page. So you guys that are watching right now, if you can do me a little favor and press the button and share the show. Share the show, let everybody know about Ocean's Pit. A little fun here, 12 o'clock. God, I love being with you guys today. All right, we got great things to talk about today and a lot of good stuff. So first of all, let's get right to the sponsors of the show, which is very, very important part of the show, folks. Ocean's Pit is brought to you by our good friends and sponsors, Norwich Ace Hardware and Des Plaines Ace Hardware. Remember, they've been helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Also, 2 other locations besides Norwich and Des Plaines, Evergreen Park and Warrenville. Raffaello and Jackie do an incredible job. That's our good friends from Ace Hardware, and you gotta love them, man. We'll give you some more deals and what they got going on coming up before the end of the hour. All right, so boy, oh boy, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show, folks. We are the brand new CD, Heard I Had a Good Time, is available, folks. You can pick it up at any Tony Ocean Show. Private message me, $15. We'll ship it out to you. And in about a week or two, we're going to have it on Spotify and iTunes. So you'll be able to get there. We already sold 100, baby. We already put in the second order for another 100. Get your chance to pick up some good stuff. 30 years of Tony Ocean right here. Heard I had a good time. All right. Boy, what an incredible weekend we had, folks. I'm telling you, Friday night, of course, we were not at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. We were at the Treasury on Walworth Avenue, I think it was, Walworth Avenue in Delavan, Wisconsin. The Treasury, I didn't know. I thought it was a banquet hall. I knew nothing about it. It was for the Geneva the Geneva West Chamber of Commerce. It was an incredible show. And Jennifer and the crew doing an incredible job there. But it's an old bank. The guy bought the bank years ago, did it all himself. He kept the vault, so you can actually see the vault, the door open, and you can be the cage inside, and you can take pictures. It's where they have private events, weddings, and stuff. It was fantastic place. About 100 people there, sold out with the dinner show. And Daryl Armistad did a great job. So thank you, everybody from the Treasury, and thank you, the Geneva Chamber of Commerce. So it worked out really, very good. Kathy Ippolito, Ryan Lewis. What's up, Ryan? Leah. Oh, what a voice that Leah has, man. She was on that. She's the new queen of soul, baby. She's the queen of soul, rhythm and blues, religious music. She knows how to do it all, baby. And we're going to see her at St. Jude's on the 23rd of April. Oshows.com, little country meets a little bit of rock and roll. We know that Nick and Phyllis Saha just put that together. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mary, Daniel, how you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. Joanne, great seeing you. Saturday night at Tavern on the Point was very successful. Thank you, Johnny. Great seeing Donnie Morrison and Joanne and Stella and everybody out there. Cousin Tommy, thank you, and everybody else that showed up to the show. John Leonardi and the great Denise Tomasello. I love Tavern on the Point in Edison Park. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Daryl Armistad as well. Carol, I hope you're doing well. We got a great show lined up for you. Michael Saint-So from Arizona is in the house. Santa Barbara's in the house. Indiana. So Friday was great. And then that was Saturday. Saturday was great. And then the big sold out show Sunday at Offside Sports Bar in Woodstock. It's a great little sports bar that has rock music, that has all kind of music. Gus and Maria, Greek owners, incredible. This is our second sold out show we had there in 2 years. And it was just a great event. And, it was put some food together and they had a great show. Daryl again. Daryl's with us all 3 nights. So great job, Professor Daryl Armenstad. Of course, the cohorts go out to my good buddy Bill Saratella, of course, and Elliot Winbush. Thank you, Karen, Julie, and Laura, our wives and girlfriends that were there, folks. And for buying some CDs. Thank you, Peter Prado. That was there. Peter, thank you. And thank you, Erica, for coming out as well. General Albert, I hope you're doing well. We stopped by to say hello lunch. Angelo from Steubenville, Ohio. How are you doing, guys? So it was a great weekend, and we got a lot of good stuff coming up. I'm telling you, a couple things we got to announce. Now, St. Jude's Benefit, April 23rd. We know that. Oshos.com. Ocean's Rat Pack will be at the Des Plaines Theater on April 30th with Jack D'Amico kicking off the show. Tribute to Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. This Ocean's Rat Pack is hotter than ever. We're working like crazy. So on the 30th of April, we will be again at the Des Plaines Theater, Oshos.com. Now, some sad news. Mojo's Jukebox, Chicago Piano Man, Bill Hall Project, and Dream Police show on March 19th was canceled. Was rescheduled. We're going to reschedule the show into the fall. So if you bought tickets, hold on to them because we will be rescheduling that show. Due to St. Joseph's Day and a couple other technical stuff, we had to move the show. So that show on March 19th will be done, rescheduled in the fall, just to let you guys know what's going on. Now, our next live remote, here it is, folks, Thursday, March 23rd. Thursday, March 23rd, me and Laura will be at Village Tavern. That's right, in Schaumburg. Boy, they're known for their chicken fingers, out of this world. A special guest will be Mayor Tom Daly of Schaumburg. So, guys, come on out. First 10 people get a $10 gift card, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's Village Tavern with Ocean's Pit will be there, live remote. Me and my lovely wife, Laura Ocean, live. So at the Village Tavern, on Thursday, March 31st, live remote, Ocean's Pit. We're excited. Tamara, hi, honey. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Tamara Boucher, man, what an incredible voice he has. Her band is fantastic. And thank you, honey. I hope you're doing well, you and your family. We had her on the show last year, and she's a hardworking lady. And boy, what a set of pipes she has on her. Great pipes and a great band. So tomorrow, I hope you're doing well. Roseanne, how you doing? Pina, thank you. Yes, the voice sounds better. And you laugh. You guys know I lost my voice, laryngitis, in December. So it took a while. They didn't know what's wrong. They said, you have laryngitis. It's going to take some time to get better. And he goes, you're an athlete working on an injury, which is not good. But I couldn't stop. Guys, I am so booked up that I have hardly any dates open till 2024 already. So, plus the podcast. So we're trying to take it a little easy. But then we went back to Bastian Voice Institute doctor, and he goes, he's thinking it's, and I think I mentioned this on Friday's show. He's thinking it's acid reflux. Acid reflux. I don't have agita. So, but he goes, you get it in the morning when you sleep sometimes, especially when vocalists. So he gave me Prodosec, whatever it was, stuff over the counter for acid reflux. And I've been taking that, and it's been getting better. And you want to laugh? I haven't had a drink since Thursday of last week. So just to try to, get it better, you know what I mean? And I haven't lit this up either. So he says, just take it a little easy, but it is coming back. So thank you so much. Kathy, how you doing? Randy G, yep, I miss you too, Tamara. I hope you're doing well, sweetie. Ryan Lewis, I know, buddy, you're good friends. Hey, Captain Blumenberg, Rick, step up, is in the house. All right, so a lot of good things. Now, where are we at this week, folks? That's right, Thursday. Friday, we'll be at the Quarry Oaks Country Club in, you got to love this, yes. We're going to be in Nebraska this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we'll be in Ashland, Nebraska on Friday at the Quarry Oaks Country Club. And then Saturday on the 11th, we'll be at the Fox Theater. These both shows are with Oceans Rat Pack, Nebraska. Here we come this weekend. And apologize to everybody that think we were going to be at Bellagio this Saturday. Um, that didn't happen. But being there is my good buddy Tony Toto and Danny Raimondi and Lisa Starr. They're going to be there, of course, Fifth Element. So make sure you check them out. And thank you, Berto, for that. It was very nice of you to understand the situation we're in. Because we were in Nebraska the night before, 15-hour drive. We'd never make it in the show on Saturday. So we're not going to be anywhere in Chicago this week, folks. So we are leaving from Nebraska. We'll be in Asheville on a Thursday and Friday. So we'll be doing the Ocean's Pit on Thursday. Then we're taking off from there right after the show. So we'll be in Nebraska. So it'll be a lot of fun. Tony Toto, thanks, buddy. You're going to have a great time on Saturday. And Tony Toto, again, for all your help. Welcome home. Jerry Jams Renda is back from Florida. So he'll be back in the rotation along with Ryan O'Ryan's got a couple dates. Of course, Tony Toto, Jeff Dubray, Daryl Armenstad. We got a great team, and we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to have a lot of fun. So that's good. Now, folks, we know we had some sad news as well. Dana, of course, from the Jersey Girls, and George, her husband, a manager, sound engineer, their house burned down during the past weekend. Everything's destroyed. Equipment, everything. The pets got out alive. They got alive. That's all that matters. There is a GoFundMe page on Ron Onesti's page. So if you want to put up there, get some money, help these kids out. We're also going to do a benefit show for them, folks. That's right. It's going to be Tuesday, March 21st. It's going to be at the Arcada Theater, and all the bands are coming in, and they're going to charge tickets. We'll give you some information. It's only 2 weeks away. So Nick Sahajas and Phyllis and Dana and Ron Onesti putting this together. It's going to be a lot of the acts from the St. Jude's benefit that we do. So everybody's going to be there, even Mojo's, even Bill Hall Project, and Nick Sahajas, of course, and everybody else will be there. And all the money's going to go to Dana and George from the Jersey Girls to help. Now, they have house insurance, and that pays for stuff, but a lot of their equipment and stuff, and you know how it is. We got a house fire, man, and you got to help. We got to help our friends. That's what's important. We got to help our friends. So remember that. Singing on my birthday, March 23rd. March 23rd, we will be at the Speakeasy in St. Charles, Ryan. So hope to see you there, Penny. Kathy Lazara, I hope you're doing well. Our prayers go out to Karen Serpico, our good friend. Now, this lady, man, she's already had she's already beat cancer 3 times. 3 times. But now the doctor said it wasn't getting better, so they're trying another treatment. So our prayers go out to my good friend, of course, Karen Serpico. God bless you, honey. So we got that acid reflex. We took care of that. God, Village Tavern. We're going to be there doing a live remote on the 23rd. So you got to come down there, folks. It's going to be a lot of fun. So we're excited about Nebraska. And then we're going the 16th. We'll be in Minnesota at the Fox Hunt Club. So that's cool. And remember, folks, every Tuesday, I donate my time to the Almost Home Foundation. It's in Schaumburg off of Irving Park Road. It's for the dogs. It's very important. It's a rescue center, of course. They have no funding. All the people there at work are volunteers. So every Tuesday morning, I walk dogs from 8 to 10. And it's good. They need supplies. They need cash. They need volunteers. So if you're interested, go to almosthomefoundation.org. Tell Kelly Kane Ocean's Pit sent you. Give what you can. It's important to do that for our family creatures, our little pets that everybody has. They are family members, folks. It's very important. And speaking of doing stuff for animals, my buddy Danny Nozak, of course, he's got a foundation that he works for called Ruby Whiskers Animal Rescue. So we're going to come to the rescue and help. I'll be performing with my good buddy Tony Toto and Regina Karma. It's going to happen Wednesday, April 12th. It's going to be at the Tap House Grill, 1243 State Street in Lamont, Illinois. $10, folks. And it goes, the $10 cover goes all to Ruby Whiskers Animal Rescue. They're going to have silent auctions. It's going to be a lot of fun. Wednesday on the 12th of April. Mark your calendars. Always give back. That's what's very important, to always give back. Ronnie B, what's shaking, my brother? Ronnie B. Elvis, I think, will be at the Arcada on April 13th, right? In his own special Elvis show. So I hope you're doing well, buddy. So we got a lot of good things to talk about and a lot of stuff that we haven't got a chance to. Man, it's just nuts lately. All the crazy stuff that's happening, right, folks? Absolutely. All right. A little oh my God quotes. This stuff is very interesting. Listen to this. Alexander Graham Bell, the creator of the telephone and all that stuff. Alexander Graham Bell, the inventor of the telephone, never phoned his wife or his mother. And you know why? Because his wife and mother were both born deaf. Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone and the stereo, never phoned his wife, never phoned his mom because they were deaf. So how weird is that? The guy that invents the phone, his wife was deaf, his mother was deaf. They were born that way. Pretty cool fact. Alexander Graham Bell. Man, I love these little quotes that you get. Huh, folks? I hope you're having fun. Is it me, Marion? Not doing good, brother. Marion, our prayers go out to my friend Marion, who fell this past weekend. Oh, what is it? 5 broken bones, you said, Marion? God, I hope you feel better, honey. Our prayers go out to our friend Marion. Get better, honey. Get better, please. Oh, it's the Des Plaines Theater. Thank you, Ronnie. Ronnie B. Elvis will be at the Des Plaines Theater on April 16th. For all you Elvis fans, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, what else we got to talk about? Boy, the list just goes on. Taylor Swift. I couldn't tell you a song that Taylor Swift does. I know what she looks like. I know that all the songs that she writes are about her past both broken up relationships. But the only time I ever hear the name is our daughter Gianna loves her. But look at this. She's worth, her records alone, already sold $3.1 billion. Billion. Like B as in boy. So kudos to Taylor Swift. $3.1 billion Universal Music. That's crazy. Crazy. Kathy, me either. Not a fan of hers. Okay, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a fan of that kind of music. But hey, man, God bless it. Always pay it forward whenever you can. Craig Olson, you got that right. Good Craig Olson, great bass player in the band In Session with Kim Peterson LeFew. You got to love him. All right, so that's amazing, right, guys? $3.1 billion. We know that Mayor Lightfoot is out. We know it's up to either Brandon Johnson or Paul Vallis, and the vote will be April 4th. You know, Paul Vallis was at our show at the Alley, came by at the new speakeasy we just did last Wednesday. Great guy. I like Paul Vallis for a couple of reasons. I like the old Daily Machine, the way Chicago was. I'm not a fan of Brandon Johnson. He wants to tax everything. Hotels, booze, food, everything. He wants to defund the police. That's something I can't agree with. I don't care who it is. You're not going to defund the police. Look at the damage it's done already. Look at the damage it's already done with Lightfoot. Greg from Taverna on Division. We're going to be there at the end of the month in March. And don't forget, he's also got the Joint restaurant right next door for a little. The Taverna on Division is fantastic. Great food. Jennifer and him do an incredible job, the staff. Fine dining. And then right next door is the Joint. So they got you can watch sports. They got like gambling machines and you can buy some pizzas and stuff like that, different type of menu. But they're right next to each other. And when the summer's coming, the winter's going to be good. They were voted the best outside patio in the suburbs. It's got to be one of the best patios out there to sit and enjoy and music. So that's good as well. Greg from Taverna on Division. How about some sponsors, folks? Yeah, I'm a Campbell attorney at law. If you're looking for a lawyer, give Roy a call, 708-275-4264. Deutsch Power Center out of Elgin, Illinois, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. Call Deutsch at 224-276-6550. Don Esteban Cigars, hand rolling those cigars sent to you, baby. right there from Tarpon Springs, Florida. Call Javier 727-366-7536 and try Co Hair Experts recreating great hair days. Carmela and Anthony out of Rosemont. I'm going to see them on Wednesday. Got to cut it all up and get it all ready for Nebraska this weekend. 773-999-7888. All right, so you're watching the show, folks. Here's another great Oh My God facts. Can you hear it? The oldest recipe in existence is a recipe for beer. Pretty cool. I never knew that. The oldest recipe in existence is a recipe for beer. Another fact. Useless information, but I love those things. I love all those little facts and stuff. Stella, great seeing you on Saturday, honey. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you so much. Tony Toto. Yeah, great place, great people. Jimmy Parker, highly from Nashville. Jimmy Parker will be part of our St. Jude's benefit April 23rd at the Arcada Theater in St. Charles. We'll be there. A little bit country meets a little bit rock and roll. And here's what I want you guys to do right now. I love supporting my friends, and Jimmy's the best. He's got a brand new song called Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. If you love old school country music, Google this right now. Go to Jimmy Parker's Facebook page or go to YouTube and look up the song Shoulda, Woulda, Coulda. And it's got a great title, great catchy chorus. It's fantastic. If you love the old school country, look up Jimmy Parker. He is the best. All right, folks. Nordstrom's starting to close all their stores in Canada. Now, I don't know. We have one. I think we have, right? Don't we have one here still in Chicago or two in Chicago? I don't know. I don't see the Nordstroms anymore. But in Chicago, in Canada, they're closing them all. So I don't know if we still even have some in Chicago. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. There you go, Jimmy. Check it out. And he's got a lot more great songs. So check out his catalog of music. Some of you have yoga pants on and you've never even done yoga or been to a yoga class. The only place you've been to is liquor stores and Target. You ever see these people with yoga pants on? Thank you, Joanne. So there is a Nordstrom in Skokie. Stella, you like that one? They have yoga pants on. They've never been to yoga. They're not in yoga class. They're going to the liquor store. They're going to Target. They're walking around with sandals, underwear, like they just rolled out of bed and they went into Target. Crazy. Some people are not just missing some screws. Some people are the whole toolbox. Oh, I love that. And that came, this crazy world that we're living in. Wow. The stuff that you guys send me, the stuff that we find, to mention on the show, it's amazing. You have to look at yourself going, where the shit does this come from? Right? You got to love my honesty, right? It's blunt. You like it or not, it is what it is. ABC, let's give a big shout out to Tammy Anderson. She's known as the Dancing Crossing Guard over there, man, by the Chicago Washington Park, State Street. And she that's pretty cool, the Beasley Academy Center. So she's a crossing guard there, Tammy Anderson. And according to ABC, and every time the kids go by, she's always dancing. So not only does she do her job, but she puts a little bit of an extra push to give the kids you might have a bad day. The kids are going, you see her dancing. First of all, she can think she's a whack job. But on the other hand, she's doing something cool and makes people happy. So kudos to Tammy Anderson, the Dancing Crossing Guard. Very, very cool. All right. Our sad we lost the great Rico Browning, folks. And you might not know him, but if you're into horror films and the old Universal monster films, which me, Craig, and a lot of us love those movies, he was the original creature from the Black Lagoon. And of course, you always see him and talking about him on Svengoolie, but he just passed away. He was one of the best. Man, I used to love those. And I still do. I've watched them over and over and over again. I just love that stuff. Okay. Let's see. How to energize your word screwed record. God blessing. Oh, get this. Talking about weird, crazy people in this world. Now, look, we talk about religion. We're not supposed to, but we do. We talk about politics. We're not supposed to, but we do. We talk about certain things. You guys know my thought on that. If two people can't have a conversation about certain things in life, what's the point in having a conversation with that person? Why? Why waste your time? If you're my friend or an acquaintance or people, because look, we all know so many different people. But if you're sitting down in a conversation, what's so wrong with talking about? So it's like, hey man, did you see the new Jurassic Park movie? Oh, I thought it sucked. Or you can say, hey, I thought it was great. Now, does that mean that we don't like each other anymore? Hey, how about you cigarette smokers? I smoke regular cigarette. You smoke menthol. Oh, screw you. I can't. You're not friends anymore? I don't understand what happened with that. Why can't two civilized people sit next to each other and talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about? It shouldn't be that hard. Pina, and thank you everybody who bought CDs. We already sold our first 100. So we have another order coming in, the new CD called I Heard I Had a Good Time. We got 15 great tracks from all the 10 of my CDs. We put the best stuff, 15. Plus we added 3 bonus tracks. Hooked on a Feeling, of course, what a great song from Bruce Wade. Love that. Also, we have a great duet with me and Regina Karma doing Shallow. Love it. And of course, a duet with my lovely wife, Laura Ocean, singing I Got You, Babe. So anyway, 100 CDs sold. We already sold 100. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't make a difference what you talk about. God, and you know the thing that I don't get? Some of you guys, some of our friends, we've known each other for a long time. So basically, we already know what religion and politics when you have close friends. That's why I didn't understand in 2020 when they had the big, because this country we know is completely divided, but horrible. It's never been that way, at least from my knowledge. Um, but we always talked about politics and religion and shit to our close friends. I just think the last couple of years, all of a sudden, if we're not on the same page political wide, I unfriend you or I block you. Really? I've known people for years. Here's a perfect example. My sister Tanya is a godmother to one of her best friend's kids. And once they found out that my sister was a Trumper and not a Biden, they cut her off. They cut her off. You don't think that your friends already know from the way you talk in normal situations? They already know your religious views. They already know your political views. They already know what you think about shit. Friends don't leave you. Friends don't leave you because of that. Luann, great seeing you on Saturday, honey. Thank you so much at Tavern on the Point. Right? That's not a friend who does that. You don't need friends like that. Right, Stella. Thank you. All right. Here. This is how crazy. There's a couple, two people, unable to have children. So they went into their evangelistic church that they belonged to. They got on the floor and they started making love in the church, praying to God that God would give them blessing so they can have a kid. So instead of screwing in the bed or a hotel or wherever you're going to be screwing at, they went to the evangelistic church and had some guy go, I praise you, heal you, and you're going to get the kid. Really, folks? Is that how it works? In the middle of church, everybody's watching. Look, I'm not very religious, but I do believe in God. And I think we all do. We all believe in, it doesn't have to be the same God, but we all believe in somebody. That's why we have friends. That's why we have family. That's why we have our health. That's why we have our talent. But these people thinking, hey, I guess whatever works, works. Just crazy. Why don't you just go at home in the bedroom and pray Pray to God, say, hey, help us out. Help us have a child. Try it that way. Instead of having some guy going, Brad, you're going again. And put it in there. You'll go again, baby. Crazy. Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Let's talk about Armando Supermarkets, one of Ocean Spit's sponsors, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. And let's not forget Mikey and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Tell them Tony O sent you. All right. Speaking of automotives, I leased my Cadillac. And my wife, we thought we heard some grinding or some screeching, right? So we bought it instead of bringing it to the dealer, we bought it to the Firestone right here on Wise Road in Schaumburg. Walked in this morning, dropped it off. Can you check it? I think I need brakes. A couple hours go by, the guy calls me. Morano was his name. Nice guy. He goes, Tony, yeah, we checked your car. There's nothing wrong with your plate. Nothing wrong with your brakes, your rotors. They're brand new. You only have 7,000 miles on the car. Because I get a new car every 3 years because I lease. But you might need an oil change. This guy didn't have to do that. He could have said, yeah, your rotors are out. And we never would have known the fucking difference. We wouldn't have known the difference. So kudos to Mondo and the staff here at Firestone in Schaumburg off of Wise Road. Called me and said, you don't need brakes. Honest place like that, a mom and pop shop, is what you respect, what you expect. But these days, you don't know anymore. So that was nice to them, to be completely honest. I think they confuse a strip club with a church. There you go, Craig. Oh, must be the wrong. They were probably at the Bada Bing doing one of these. All right, just curious, folks. How many countries tax the shit out of their citizens to send money to the United States? Name me another country. One. Name me one other country that tax the shit out of their citizens and send it to us. They don't. We're the only people that tax our own citizens, our own places, to send money to other places. I understand helping the other countries. Ukraine and Russia, supposedly they're in a war, whatever they've been through. But when these people go to war and they need help, don't you send supplies to water, food, clothing? They didn't send any of that. They just send cash. Sandra, how are you doing, my dear friend? Miles, what's up, buddy? I hope you do that, my friend. So just curious. Fox News says Mississippi, the state of Mississippi bans Governor Tate Reeves bans transgenders surgery to minors. Now let me clarify that. Anybody can do whatever they want. It's their life. More power to you. When you're a minor sometimes and you can't get a driver's license and you can't vote, you might want to wait till you're at least to the age where you're an adult to make that decision. Just me. Could be completely out of line. Not like Mississippi was banning it completely. I'm just saying I think that if you're an adult, if you're a minor, sometimes you should wait till you're at least an adult to make big, drastic decisions like that. Just my opinion. What do I know? Becky Lee, U.S. Bye, friends. There you go, Becky. You're absolutely right. Patrice, great seeing you at Zaza's on Thursday. Always a pleasure, my friend. Patrice, former Honey Bear of the Chicago Bears. Hey, Erica, great seeing you Sunday at Offsides. Thank you so much, my dear friend. You are a good one. Hope you get your dancing shoes on, folks. Absolutely. Fox News again. New York Mayor Eric Adams says, when we took religion out of schools, guns took its place. Amen to that. Now, I don't have nothing against guns. It's not the gun. It's not the gun, folks. It's not the cigarettes. It's not the alcohol. It's the people who smoke. It's the people who drink. It's the people who shoot. Not the guns. DUIs are not blamed on the alcohol. It's blamed on the guy or girl who's driving. Right? But they took a lot of the schools. And I think part of those poor teachers who, when they became teachers, they had the drive and they had the will to want to help students. That's why you become a teacher. But sometimes when they get into that format and they get into that whatchamacallit, their hands are tied. They can't do shit. So it's crazy. World Book Day. You want to do something? One of my great hobbies, of course, is reading. Read a book. Read a lot of books. Read as much as you can. Read all books. Read the books that they're telling you to be banned. The books that the government is banning, read those books and find out why they're banning them. That's what we should do. Read them. Find out which books are banned. Excuse me. And read them. God, crazy. Oh, let's see what else we got, boy. There's so much stuff coming in. Oh, hey, guys, you know what this is? It's March, so it's World Woman History Month. So let's give it up for all the incredible women in the world. We need them. Let me tell you, folks, we all know that women are much stronger than us men. We are a bunch of sissies in a lot of ways. I think we're probably the most insecure, most men are, most entertainers are, men or female. We got to call, oh, honey, right? Us men. Speaking just for myself, but I think most men are in that category. Women have done so much in this world. God bless you. National Banana Cream Pie Day. I don't know who comes up with this shit. Who knows? If you love the Chicago Dogs baseball team in Rosemont, when you go, folks, if you go to opening day on May 12th to go watch the Chicago Dogs, you get a free team jersey. They look pretty cool. So if you're going to go to the grand opening of the Chicago Dogs, you get in, you get a free team jersey. Pretty cool. Chicago Dogs, Rosemont. We need a new president. Yes, we do, Stella. That's a different show, but we do. Yes, yes, yes. And they're also nuts. Dennis, yes, they are. Here, going back to the same thing, going back to the Bible. Listen, don't say I watched Ocean's Pit, Tony Ocean, all of a sudden is a Bible guy. No, I'm not a preacher, but listen, I'm just, it makes sense here. When Cain and Abel, the two figures in the Bible, Cain killed his brother Abel with a rock. God did not blame the rock. He didn't ban the rock, did he? He blamed Cain, not the rock. Never thought I would be quoting something like that, but makes a hell of a lot of sense. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Folks, this week we have no shows in Chicago. We'll be out of town Thursday, Friday. We'll be at the Quarry Oaks Country Club in Ashland, Nebraska. And then Saturday, we'll be returning to the Great Fox Theater in North Platte, Nebraska this weekend. Woo! We're excited about that. Another Oh My God facts. Pretty cool. Speaking of Canada, almost 3/4 of all the fresh water in the world is in Canada. Pretty cool. I never knew that. Almost 3/4 of all the fresh water in the world is in Canada. Will you be doing Sinatra Sunday soon? I need a plan ahead with the kids. Joe, yes, I think I'll be there in April, if I'm correct. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, Joe. Will give you all the dates, and thank you for that, my brother. It's National Oriole Day. Okay. Who doesn't like Orioles? Safe travels, Ronnie. Village Tavern, Schaumburg, and St. Charles. Yes, we'll be there doing a live remote, Ryan. But we can't. I'm not going to be singing there. It's just this show. Me and my wife Laura will be at Village Tavern during the day, Thursday, March 23rd, 12 o'clock to 1. will be there. Special guest Mayor Tom Daly. Donnie Morrison put it together. Thank you, Donnie. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, absolutely. But we won't be singing there, Ryan, but come on by and wish you a happy birthday. All right, let's get, hey, congratulations to Giovanna and Joey, our good friends from Capri and Willow Springs. They have a brand new restaurant in Capri in Downers Grove in the Doubletree Hotel. We're doing the grand opening on Wednesday, April 5th. We'll be doing the grand opening, even though they're open already. So congratulations to that, folks. National Sons Day for everybody who has kids out there, boys out there. We got two great boys, Tony and Joey. Happy National Sons Day. We lost a great Chicago legend, Joey Zaccaro, better known, of course, as Mr. Beef on Orleans. They've been Claudine, his sister, was a very good friend of mine for many, many, many years. And the family, and Joey passed away this past weekend. Mr. Beef, of course, a landmark in the Chicagoland area. Great food. Joey did pass away, so our prayers go out to the Zaccaro and Grippo family. A Chicago legend gone. Sad as it is. Today is also National Anthem Day for the great national anthem. Katie, our friend Katie sent this in. Makes a lot of sense, and this is going to rub some people the wrong way, but it's sent in by Katie, and I heard it many times, and we talked about it on the show a few times. It's Roseanne, I'm sorry he was your cousin. I've known Joey and Dominic for many, many years, and I knew Claudine for many years. There she is. Hi, Claudine. Great girl, great family. Even Claudine's father was a great guy as well, and he was a landmark. If you said Mr. Beef, it's Chicago. That's it. When you say Chicago, what do you say? Mr. Beef. Everybody was there. I think Jay Leno, when he first started, if I hear the story right, Joey used to let him sleep in the back because he was broke when Jay Leno started. You know how many people walked in there and bought the great food? So he's going to be definitely missed. Because when you have a restaurant or an establishment, you go see the guy who owns it. He was a character on his own. He's a great guy. He knows stuff. And that's what's important. Now you're going to miss that. Now you're going to have the kids obviously take over or something, or maybe a new manager comes in at different establishments. But what's important is that particular person's gone. And if you had covered, so that's going to be missed. But the food will still be good, and Mr. Beef will still be there. So please go out and support. Yeah, we lost another great actor. There you go, man. It's just crazy. It's got to be tough right now, I know. So Roseanne and Claudine, of course, sorry about your loss. Really is. Actor, we lost a great Tom Sizemore, another great actor. Tom Sizemore for years was having some drug issues, but what a great actor. He was in Heat, and he did a lot of great movies. So our prayers go out to Mr. Tom Sizemore. Died of a brain hemorrhage. Brain hemorrhage at the age of 61 years old. Tom Sizemore. So Katie sends us in, and here's the quote that she exactly said. No one forced you to go to college. That was your choice. Your choice without planning. And people who don't have to go to college should have to pay for that. When you had a choice to go to college and you took those loans, you knew that you were responsible for that payment. And now they're expecting other people to pay those loans. It's I can see how it can rub people the wrong way. Really, it's very Thank you, Stella, for that. I'm so sorry. Prayers to the family. Yes, and let's not forget also Gary Rosenthal, the original guitar player from the original Lynyrd Skynyrd, also passed away. Another musician gone, another great actor gone, another great Chicago landmark guy, of course, Joey from Mr. Beef. So they go in threes. Joey's from Mr. Beef, Tom Sizemore, the actor, and Gary Rosenthal, of course, from Lynyrd Skynyrd, passed away. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So I know it's going to rub people the wrong way there with the paying the college loans, but it's not our responsibility. If you ever get lost in the woods Start talking to yourself about religion and politics, and I guarantee you somebody will argue with you if you're lost in the woods. And they'll find you too. So that's a good thing. Herbie gains, they are dropping like flies. People, we don't, it's, I never seen, it's like every time you read, there's more people passing away. And we don't even, it's just sad. It's just sad. And all the good guys are gone. Only the good die young. You ever notice that? It's not just a song, but it's true. For all you vegan eaters out there, Daryl Armenstad, I mentioned it to him. He hasn't eaten meat in 25 years. If you're a vegan, I found out what vegan means. It's the Native American term. It means bad hunter. They couldn't catch anything that day, so they started eating vegetables. That's the vegans. I give you guys a lot of credit. I don't know how Daryl does it. 25 years of not eating meat. That's just amazing. Just amazing. For all you Pink Floyd fans out there, I'm not a Pink Floyd fan, couldn't care for them. But Dark Side of the Moon, probably one of the best albums ever made, celebrates 50-year anniversary for Dark Side of the Moon for all you Pink Floyd fans out there. If you think you're smarter than previous generations, 50 years ago, folks, the owner manual to your car used to show you how to change valves in your car when you used to get the manual. Today's manual warns you not to drink the contents of the battery acid. That's how fucked up this generation is, folks. Tony Toto will appreciate that since he works for cars, works on cars, right? Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day. We have birthdays, so let's knock them out. Our good friend Jane Pina. Jane Pina, happy birthday, honey. How about Luke Costello? I've been a very bad boy, Abbott. Of course, of Abbott and Costello. Luke Costello celebrates a birthday. James Doohan, better known as Scotty, Captain from Star Trek, celebrates a birthday. He would have been 103 years old if he was still alive. Bobby Driscoll, he was the voice of Peter Pan, celebrates a birthday. Steve Gratsky from Ron Onesti organization, Big Steve, happy birthday to Steve. Joe Crispino, of course, the father of Christine Crispino, of course, and the wife of Kathy from Pizza Boy Pizza. They're also the girls from Smothered, the TV show. Joe Crispino was a great promoter, great guy in the Chicagoland area. I've known Joe very well. It would have been his birthday today. He would have been 80 years old if Mr. Crispino was alive. Also, he was a manager for Nick Hodges' band for many years. Another great Chicagoland musician, a good friend. He was on the show. Gary Witz celebrates a birthday. Bombshell, the former blonde bombshell, Jean Harlow, celebrates a birthday today, folks. Harry Carey, hi, Steve, celebrates a birthday. Do you remember the great Harry Carey? Hi, Steve. The stuff that used to come out of his mouth, you couldn't get guys like that on TV anymore. But he was funny. Hi, that's Steve. That Ryan Sandberg. He was that Jody Davis. What a good looking kid. Remember they used to have all the groups come in? And Steve Stone kept a complete straight face. He must have had his hand on that mute button from laughing every time Harry Carey would say something. He'd have the groups in. Hey, Steve, the Mexican midgets from Mundelein. Here today, Steve. Crazy. He would come up with all these groups. I don't even know if these groups really existed. How about, hi, Steve, Jews for Christ from Skokie, Illinois here today. Only Harry Carey can come up with stuff like that. I miss Harry Carey. What's his birthday? Also, let's say happy birthday to the state of Florida, 178 years old, the state of Florida. And happy birthday, Chicago, 186 years old. 2 days ago. Happy birthday, Florida, and happy birthday, Chicago. Absolutely. You're watching Ocean's Pit. Today's Monday, March 6th. Man. Also, I want to big up shout out to my good buddy Ron Shammert. Now, Ron Shammert was at the gig because you know my hearing is horrible. So Ron was at Tavern on the Point on Saturday in the corner. I didn't see him. So my buddy Dave and Pam were there. So Dave goes, "Hey, Ron is here. Wish him a happy birthday." So I kept saying, "Hey guys, Rob birthday here today. Rob's birthday." So I apologize to Ron on Facebook, and I apologize again, Ron Shammert. Ronnie, wherever you are, if you're listening, happy birthday, Ron. Ron Shammert, good guy. God bless you, man. I am horrible with my hearing. Can't hear shit. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Um, of course, we lost a police officer. Of course, we knew that story. Andres Vasquez Lasso. Here's the crazy thing about it, folks. Mayor Lightfoot is gone, thank God. But Kim Fox has to be gone too. Because let me give you a little something that happened here. 18-year-old Steve Montano, the piece of shit, piece of garbage who shot Officer Andres Vasquez Lasso this past weekend, shot him 18 years old. He was arrested last year on a gun charge. They let him go because of the new Illinois rule, no cash bail program. If Kim Fox would have done her job right, that police officer would still be alive with this no cash bail bullshit. That's right, Tony. We were performing at the alley, the new speakeasy at the Carnival on Wednesday when this went down. But this no cash bail bullshit, guy can walk out and go and shoot somebody else. That's exactly what this Steve Montano did. 18-year-old piece of shit punk. Crazy. Now, remember the 7 to 8 inches of snow we were supposed to get Wednesday? Was it Wednesday? All the weathermen said we didn't get anything. We didn't. It was Friday. Friday was the 8 inches or 10 inches of snow, 5 to 10 inches. We got nothing. Certain parts we didn't. But you know what was really weird? Those weather apps that you always look to. The weather apps that we were looking at said it was 100%. It's snowing right now like crazy. Nothing by our house. Sorry, Alberton. It wasn't last year. It was this year, this piece of garbage. So let me rephrase that again. Sorry. He didn't get charged last year. He got charged earlier this year when that law was in effect, the no bail program. And this piece of shit went out of jail and he shot a police officer. Case closed. Case closed. If anybody disagrees with that. Alex Murdaugh. His family was lawyers and prosecutors. His trial just went. Found guilty of all counts for shooting his wife and his son. Comes home. Supposedly the guy was a drug addict or something, supposedly. Shoots his wife, shoots his kid. Comes home. He got sentenced to a 2 life sentence, 2 life terms. Supposedly the son that he shot earlier was in a boating accident and killed the girl that was with him in the boat. So now they're saying that the father thought he might as well shoot his kid so he doesn't have to go to jail and suffer all the consequences. Another piece of shit. This this Murdaugh. Sad. Isn't it horrible? Now, of course, you know what's going to happen to him. They're going to say he was crazy. You're going to put him in a place, and we're going to pay his taxes for the rest of his life while he's in there. Torch the guy. Torch him. That's it. Simple. Torch him. It's so sad in this world. This is happening in Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Walmart. There's Walmarts in every block, every store, everywhere we go. Sandra, how you doing, Claudette? I hope you're doing well, Claudette. Maybe we'll see you and the gang on the 15th of March at JC Pub. Hope to see you there, Claudette. All right, guys, listen. Walmart, this is so sad. Now, there's so many Walmarts all over the town, near our homes. They're everywhere, right? All the Walmarts in this particular Portland, Oregon area are all being closed down. Not closed for the weekend or not closed because we have pipe problems or remodeling. They're closing not because they weren't making any money. They're closing down because Antifa is destroying these Walmart stores, and 600 employees are going to be losing their jobs because these stores are being closed. This is happening in Portland, Oregon. This Antifa just doing whatever the hell they want, or any gangs that are doing it. How about when the shootings and everything, the looting was happening here in Chicago, and Lightfoot just waving them on? Thank you, Claudette. I appreciate it. I hope you're well, honey. You and the family. Kim Peterson posted this on her page. Kim Peterson LaFew, a great singer. She's in a band called In Session in Chicago. She went to the hospital. She went to the doctor's office. And have you guys been to the elevator where it's blocked? It's like 4 squares, and you got to wear a mask. What? Now they're saying you can't talk to anybody while you're in the elevator. Really? Give it up already. With your stupid mask and you can't talk to somebody in an elevator? Really? Does that mean that if you're in a nightclub next to somebody, you can't talk to them in a nightclub? Does that mean if you're in line at the store and someone in front of you or behind you want to talk to them, you can't? Nonsense. It's like the guy who still wearing a mask in the car by himself. The only reason why you need to worry about wearing a mask in the car if you're by yourself this day and age, if you're robbing the car, if you stole the car. Bunch of crackpots. We also lost another great guitar player, Dave Lindley. Played with a lot of session players. Of course, he was mostly famous with playing with Jackson Browne, but that's another musician passing away, David Lindley. I love this quote. Who's going to enforce it? I don't know. Dawn, the stupidity is actually funny. Lillian, great seeing you on Saturday too, my dear friend at Tavern on the Point. Thank you. I love this. The little kid asked the wise man this question. Tell me, sir, what field could I make a great contribution to? So the kid's trying to figure out what he wants to do in life, what kind of career choice he's going to make. This is the kid. So he asked an old wise man. And the wise man says, that's a good question. You see, he said, number one, be a good human being. There's a lot of opportunity in this area because there's very little competition. The average person these days, we're all cracked up, some of these people. Some of the stuff that they're getting away with and some of the stuff that they're doing, just nuts. But then, it's crazy as the world it is now. And you know what? I mentioned this something last week. And Albert, my good friend Albert from the Ronald Nesty organization, I said, I wish it was the old days. I wish it was the old days. But then he made a point, which makes sense now that you think about it. See, the old days, we had 4 channels on television. And the old days, we had what our parents taught us or our grandparents were telling us. Now with all social media and now that shit's going on, we're hearing about all this stuff, all this crazy stuff that's happening. That was happening back then too. We just didn't hear about it as much. But this world is definitely lost. It's also World Wildlife Day. Protect the wildlife. I love all creatures. I love all animals. Some of this stuff will continue on tomorrow's show because we have so much still to talk about. According to Fox News, folks, Arizona, the state of Arizona. Now, I would never think about this in Arizona. Maybe Tennessee, maybe the southern states, but I never thought that Arizona would do this, according to Fox News, folks. They're refusing to hire teachers that have Catholic or Christian values because they said it's not safe. So if you're a Christian, Catholic, whatever, Christian, and you go to apply for a school as a teacher in Arizona, when you put Christian or when you put that on your application, even though I thought they're not supposed to do that, but if you have the Christian beliefs, they say it's unfair and unsafe to the children in Arizona. What the F is right, Dennis? There you go. Hey, Boyd says it right, man. Boyd Pletcher says it right. I like to buy a world of Coke and perfect harmony. Perfect, boy. You should put that on a t-shirt. Can't hire the teacher if she's a Christian in Arizona because it's going to be unsafe to our kids. Right, Ryan? That's not right. Religious shouldn't tell you why you can't teach. What's wrong with this crazy world? I don't know. I want my whole squad. I want my whole circle. I want my whole crew to succeed, not just me. I want them all. We should all succeed together, man. Our musician friends, support them all. Help them out. Recommend other gigs to do that. A lot of musicians don't do that, folks. A lot of them I don't get too many musicians say, "Hey, Tone, how about playing this place? I did it. It was great." Doesn't happen. But you should. I do a lot. I do to a lot of musicians. I think it's important because all these venues need entertainment. And most of these guys, 99% of entertainment is all different. All different singers, all different genres, all different types of music. There's nobody's the same. Got to stay together. Got to stay together. For all you people that follow MMA, congratulations to champion of the world, Jon Jones. Congratulations to MMA champion Jon Jones. Here's the last one here for you, folks. March 4th. I want you guys to listen to this before we say good day. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. March 4th is the only day that is also a sentence. March 4th is also the only day that's a sentence. And I'm going to leave you with that. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon. Tomorrow we'll be on. Don't forget this Thursday, my lovely co-host Laura Ocean will be with us. And then starting April, we got brand guests again. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays we'll have the guests. So we're excited about that. Let's go to our last 2 sponsors, folks. Let's not forget our good friends, of course, at Patriot Funding Incorporated. When timing is everything, commercial money lending at its commercial money lending at its finest. Dave Antonelli has a lot of great offers on his post for Patriot Funding. Ground up construction, folks, right here. Loan programs. There's so much you can do. if you're interested in borrowing the money, folks. Commercial money lending at its finest. Dave Antonelli, buy local, shop local. He's out of Roselle, Illinois. Call him at 630-675-4730. And let's not forget the big ones, folks. Ace Hardware, our good friends and sponsors of the of Oceans Pit, Norwich Ace Hardware, Des Plaines Ace Hardware, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville. 4 great locations. So make sure it's great, man, because you all know about Ace. Raffaello and Jackie do a great job, and they got some great deals all the time at these 4 locations. They've got small engine repair. They got handyman services. They're licensed. They're insured. You can rent U-Haul trucks. They fix screen and window repair. They have a Des Plaines Norwich Ace program card key chips to replace if you're missing a key. Instead of going to the dealership, it's half the price. Plus, they have those Ace reward cards that's worth the trip alone. Don't forget, Ace Hardware, helping neighbors before there were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. Thank you, Raffaello and Jackie. And guys, remember this. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. And we are going to be this weekend, only 2 shows in the Chicago. We're not going to be in Chicago this week. What am I saying? Thursday, Friday will be at Quarry Oaks Country Club in Ashland, Nebraska with Oceans Rat Pack. And Saturday, the 11th, will be at the Fox Theater in North Platte, Nebraska. Oceans Rat Pack. There, we got my good buddy Elliot Wimbush as Sammy, Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra, and yours truly as Dean Martin. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com. Guys, buy the new CD. I heard I had a good time. Private message me, $15. We'll ship it out to you or available at any Tony Ocean shows. You got it. Remember, buy local, shop local. Remember to support live entertainment and local establishments. In the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love. We need it more and more each day. God bless you, everybody. And Nick Sahaj is the piano man. Take us.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great day.